see what we've got here. There we are. Signed on. Waiting to see who will join us this morning. So I am trying to do this myself this morning because I am relying too much on my at-home tech cameraman that likes to sleep in before school. So I'm trying to see if this is going to work on my own. We had to work out some things with the microphone. Yesterday the microphone went to sleep. So I'm going to keep checking that as we're waiting for our class to start at 9 o'clock. It's going to give me a chance to kind of run through the list of things to make sure that you can hear me and see me well. Good morning, Barbara. How is the sound this morning? We had a little problem with the microphone yesterday. It fell asleep. Can you hear me? Good morning, George. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, Stacy. Can you guys hear me all right? I'm going to check the microphone. We're going to start at 9 today. So today is balance. So Christy, yeah, I know, your feet, ouch. We're going to do the best that we can. Let's see if everybody is still coming in, if you can hear me. Good morning, Nini. All right, good. Sounds great, says Christy. So because we are balancing today, you're going to want to be near a wall if your balance is a little challenged, or a chair. I have one right offset here so that I can pull it in to demonstrate with the chair. And I see a bunch of you. I can hear you fine. No problems for me yesterday. Okay. I'm going to just make sure that the microphone didn't go to sleep before we get started. Yay, thumbs up. All right, let me check that microphone one last time. And the microphone is still on. All right, so while we're waiting for everybody to sign on, as we're grabbing our props, which is a wall or a chair or relocation, if you have some tennis balls, that would be good. Ideally, I like to use lacrosse balls because they're a little harder than like a racket ball and softer than a golf ball. But any ball, if you have that, grab it because we have just a couple of minutes. And if you don't have that, you can just grab a water bottle. So how like this tube is, because what we're going to do is we're going to try to run this under the bottoms, the arches of our feet, to get a really good relaxation and lengthening through the muscles of the feet before we try to start balancing on those feet. So we have like 3 or 4 minutes that you can get that stuff together. Oh, Petra, I'm sorry that your neck is bothering you. But you know what? If you have a lot of stuff that's around you, there's plenty to grab on for balance, for sure. I'm sure you could probably just sit in bed and maybe do the warm-up, and that would make you feel a little better. Be kind to your neck. Smile a lot. Know that I love you, and we can absolutely work in neck. I was thinking about adding neck into the Sunday practice because this coming Sunday I'm going to do meditation, guided meditation on Sunday. I'm actually going to promote that and make that an event on Facebook so more people will know, so that we can all join together in some meditation and healing ourselves in this world that we're in right now. All right, looks like everybody's joining in. Good morning, Angela. All right, it's 9 o'clock. And grab those coffees and get ready. I missed a Julie. Good morning, Mimi. So again, for everybody who's just joining, we're going to be working on balancing today. If you have a tennis ball, a racquetball, a lacrosse ball, even an empty water bottle, or even a plastic one, it can be a metal one, anything that you can roll under the arch of the foot, you're going to want that today. I just happened to grab the whole tube because it was easier. It was in my yoga basket. All right, we're all joining in. Nice to see you. Oh, Mary, it's nice to see you. Good morning. I hope you're feeling better. Carmela, good morning. Lots of folks this morning. Happy to hear it. And Leanne. All right, Leanne, you're here. We need a ball or a water bottle or something, anything that we can massage the bottom of the feet. We want to be near a wall if our balance is challenged, and a chair. So I see that it's a little after 9, so we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to just find our comfortable spot. And once we find that comfortable spot, we're just going to let that right ear drift over to the right shoulder. Left ear over to left shoulder. Back to the center. Feel those sits bones pressing down into the floor as we shift the shoulders back over those hips. Find your breath. Nice inhale and exhale. Now that we're bringing that awareness into the breath, you can feel the body. You can feel the alignment of the spine and the weight pressing down into the pelvis. This is where you're going to set your intention. What you hope to gain from the practice. Maybe there's something that's in the back of the mind that you need to work on or be reminded of. Maybe it's a person that you want to dedicate it to. You're going to hold that thought, pulling it into your heart. And then we're going to open those eyes as we all join in. And we're going to lace those fingers, press them out, lift them up. Nice tall spine, open through the heart. And then we're going to twist to the right. Now, as we twist, we start the twist first. We just let those sits bones stay grounded. We turn at the navel. We turn at the solar plexus. We turn at the heart. Then we add pressure. Left hand helps pull you around. Right hand helps pull you around. Now, extending that right arm, it acts as a second spine as we elongate through the spine and then allow that right ear to travel around, glancing over our shoulders with those eyes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release the head and come back. Check in, neck, shoulder, make sure you're well. And those hands lace together, out and up. And twist to the left. Tall spine here. Really tall. Good morning, Celeste. And you can hear me. Yay! We're going to allow that head to turn. And then really work with those arms. But with the arms, you want to help twist and lengthen. Back arm is like a second spine. Glancing at the wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to release the head, come back to the center, forward fold. Nice long stretch here, lengthening through the crown of the head as we fold forward. 1, 2, hollow out the belly, lifting pelvic floor. 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to come back up. We're going to change the cross of those legs here. Nice tall spine. We're going to let that right arm come down. Left arm reaches over, stretching through side body. Turn that heart up and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hand comes up. Bend at the elbow as we twist through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind and lengthen. And slowly come up. Left arm comes down. Right arm reaches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That hand comes up. We're going to bend at the elbow, twist it through. Nice big stretch. Try to put that right hip down. Nice twisting here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind and lengthen. Now from here we're going to come on up. Hands come behind. Roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest. Open through the heart. Open through the throat. Smile. Forward folding. Hands come up. Nice big lift here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands slowly come down as we come up. We're going to put the backs of the hands together, roll back body. And gently release. Now, from here, we normally put the bottoms of our feet together, come right into cobblers, and we will. But we want to take a second to massage the feet. We're going to take the thumbs and we're going to just massage the bottom of the foot. Doesn't matter which one you start with. And you may not like to touch your feet. I'm sorry. But we have muscles there that we're trying to just ignite. So when you have fallen arches, what that means is there's a lack of strength in the muscle of the arch. And we have that plantar muscle that runs through there, comes through here and up around the heel, becoming the Achilles and into the calf. And if we can go ahead and massage here, it's going to help us create some more space that's going to come up the back of the ankle and into the calf, making balancing a little easier today. It's going to create more blood flow in the bottoms of your feet so that you can feel more connected and grounded through those feet. Let's do about 3 more seconds here, just really deep into the arch. You can feel how the foot is made. And then gently we're going to release and we're just going to switch feet. Let's work on the arch of this other foot. You can even take your fist and kind of ground in this. Just anything that you can do to bring awareness to the bottoms of the feet. It's going to help you ground later. We're going to feel the 4 points. And if you want to notice what those 4 points are where you're sitting here, it's the 2 points here under the big toe and under the pinky toe. And the 2 points on either side of the heel. And we want to feel all 4 of those points connected to the floor when we go to balance. So let's do about 2 more seconds here. Good morning, everybody. I love seeing everybody chime in. Yay. All right, so we have those feet attended to. We have good blood flow in the bottoms of those feet, which is going to help the balance. And we're going to jump right back into that cobbler's pose. So we're going to put the bottoms of the feet together, and you should really feel that connection after the massaging of the feet. Tall spine, we're going to lean forward. Feel the insides of those legs lengthen, lifting pelvic floor, hollowing out belly as we extend through crown. Now that's a lot going on. Where's your breath? Taking the time to breathe with intention. I can't remember now if we get 10,000 or 20,000 breaths a day. It might be like 20,000. I remember when I first heard those breaths, I thought, that's crazy. 20,000 breaths a day in 24 hours. And then, how many of those breaths did you do with intention? Doesn't matter whether it's 10 or 20,000. Chances are you only did a handful of intentional breathing. So the yoga practice here is a good way for you to work on your intentional breathing, to connect with the body. It helps the mind be quiet. And we're going to slowly come up. We lift the knees, cross, roll back body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring it up and twist it out. Yes, nice switch here. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring those knees up back in. You're going to reach down, grab the bottom of right foot and extend it up. Tall spine here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to put that right foot down and left foot up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that foot come down. Drop those knees over to the left, dropping right hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring those knees up. Switch to the other side. Tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring those knees up and extend those legs out. Nice little bounce here. We're going to lean forward and stretch. Nicely done. And we're going to stretch the back out a little bit too. So we're going to reach back here. We're going to put the backs of our fingers are going down, but they're pointing towards our backside. So towards the booties, fingertips are towards the butt. We point those toes. We're going to see if we can lift, Eastern plank, lifting up, looking at the sky. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly sitting the booty back down. Release it out. We're going to bring that right foot into left thigh. Janu Sirsasana, really tall spine, lifting pelvic floor, hollowing out belly as we extend through spine, we lean forward. Pushing right hip back and down as we lean over left leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come up. We're going to bring that right leg in and extend that leg out. We're going to pull the left one in, drop the knee out to the side, and lean forward. Pushing left hip back and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we come back up. We're going to bring that left knee in. We're going to extend that leg out. Nice little balance. We're going to let that right leg come over left, leaning forward. Now again, feet just a direction, not a destination. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we come up, we're going to put that right foot next to the left knee. We're going to rotate to the right, tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back to the center, and we're going to grab that foot. We're going to rock it out. Now, in this place, we've already massaged the feet. We want to work on the ankles a little bit. So we're going to stop the rock. We're going to continue to hold the foot, but we're going to just take this and we're going to work the ankle. And then we're going to change the rotation of that ankle. Nice. Shaking that out a little bit. We're going to put the foot on the inside of the thigh, right hand behind. Press down to come up. Lengthen. Feel that stretch through side body. And then let the butt come right back down gently. Right foot comes onto thigh, somewhere near your knee or your hip crease. And we're going to bring that up. Maybe it comes down. Nice full breath. Good morning, everyone. Nice straight spine. 3, 4, 5. And gently release. And we're going to bounce that out. We're going to take the left leg, cross it over the right, leaning forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As we come up, foot comes next to the knee. Rotate to the left, tall spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Coming back to the center, we're going to grab that foot and rock it out. Now, we're going to do the same thing on this side with the ankle. So we stop the rocking. We're going to grab that foot, but we're going to rotate the ankle. Really take time to work through that. Change the direction. Nice movement here. Really paying attention to the foundation that we're creating for the balances that we're going to do today. I'm going to release that out. And we're going to put that foot into the thigh. Left hand comes behind. Press down to come up. Nice long stretch. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those bottoms back down to the floor. You can take this foot, place it somewhere on the thigh, either near the knee or up in the hip. We're going to let right knee come up. Maybe this is what you've got today because your hips are tight. No problem. Maybe you can bring it down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. Extend those legs out. Nice little bounce. Forward fold to release that lower back in case it's a little cranky. Good morning, everyone. Lengthening through the crown of the head. And gently release. We're going to recline back. We're going to pull those knees in. Nice little rock from side to side. Arms come out to the side. We're going to drop those knees over to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring those knees back to the center and over to the right. Nice rotation here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those knees back to the center, but we're going to extend those legs straight up. We're going to let the bottoms of the feet be flat. So when we're balancing, we have our major muscle groups active. What does that mean? That means the muscles on the front of the body and the muscle on the back of the body, typically. So the synergistic muscles are the muscles on the side that are helping keep the balance when we're in postures. And especially through the side body and through the obliques. So we're going to try to work on those right here. We're going to turn the palms down. By turning the palms down to the floor, you're going to have a little control here. Your arms can help you along. Keep the shoulders flat. We're going to bring the legs over to the left at about a 45. So all the weight is in your left glute. That right glute is off the floor, but you feel this work here through side body. We really feel that strength that we start to develop here. We want to breathe comfortably. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring those legs back to the center and then bring them over to the right. We're going to hang out here on the right side. And 1. Remember to breathe. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring those legs back to the center. We're going to bend those knees and hang on to them. Nice little rock from side to side. Remembering your intention for your practice. Trying to find your breath without changing it. We're going to put the bottoms of the feet flat on the floor and we're going to windshield wiper them a little bit. Little bit by little bit. So notice that, like, for example, if you bring your legs to the right, it's that left knee that's coming down towards the mat that you feel all the work through the side of the hip. And then when you switch and the legs come to the left, that right leg coming down to the mat, you're going to feel all that work through the side of the hip. We're going to come back to center. We're going to let those legs be parallel. We're going to try to imagine that we're holding a block between our knees. We're going to press down through the feet, lift the booty up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly lower down. Take a pause. We're going to do another one of those. We're going to press down through the feet, squeeze through the glutes, lift those hips up, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly rolling back down. Once you roll down, you're going to pull those knees in, rest a little bit. You're going to cross at the ankles and slowly roll up. Once you roll up, you're going to just check in with the neck. Make it over onto hands and knees. How you guys holding up? Pretty good? Sounds still pretty good, I hope? All right. So from here, we want to work on those feet a little bit more. We're going to come into down dog. We're going to bend and stretch. We're going to feel those ankles really lengthen. The calves are waking up. We bend and stretch and bend and stretch. Nice opening. Broaden through the back. We're going to let left foot come to center. Right leg comes up and bend that knee. Open through the front of the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to switch that out. We're going to put that right foot down. Left leg comes up. Bend the knee. Open through the front of the hip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that foot comes down, bending and stretching. From here, we're going to let that right leg come forward, left knee sits down. We just want to open the hip a little bit before we get into this practice. We're going to come up and see if we can lift those hands up. Now, if you need to put something really quick underneath your knee, go ahead and do that. Nice big stretch. 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that left hand come down. And we're going to rotate. Right hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right hand reaches back. We're going to bend at the knee, grabbing the foot. Opening through the front of the hip. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to release that out and put those elbows down. Nice work here. Ooh-wee. 3, 4, 5. We're going to slowly come back and lengthen through that right leg. We're going to let that right leg come back, and let's try the other side. Bring left leg forward. Nice lunge here. We're going to crawl up that knee. Hands come up. Nice big stretch here, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right hand comes down. Left hand comes up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Reach back towards that foot behind you. Feel the front of the hip stretch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gently release. We're going to see if we can bring those elbows down. Nice work here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we're going to come back and lengthen through that leg. Where's your breath? And gently release. We're going to bring that left foot back, come into child's pose, kind of widen those knees so that you can bring that belly down in between. We can work on the hips, softening the tops of the feet here. Nice work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to come back to table. From table, turn those toes. Down dog. From down dog, we're going to step forward right into fingertips flat back, lengthening through the spine. Forward folding. From here, we're going to inhale all the way up. Hands come down. Now here is where we're going to grab the ball or bottle, whichever thing that you got. So I'm going to take the tennis ball out here, show you. If you already feel like you have a little bit of a challenge, you can grab the wall while you do this. So we're going to put the ball down, and you're going to put it under the arch of your foot, and you're going to kind of step on it. And you're going to massage, and it is going to be wicked uncomfortable. Just letting you know now. So what we're trying to do is just get the blood flow into the bottom of the foot. We're trying to activate those muscles that are in the bottom of the feet. Really work through that. Where's your breath? Oh, snap. This is uncomfortable. I know, Christy, that's going to be uncomfortable for you with those feet. Nice work here. And we're going to switch to the other side. And we're going to try this one. Really bringing in that awareness. And you're going to notice that when you step off that ball onto the mat to switch feet, you're very aware of the feet. And that's what we're trying to create, is some awareness and that connection to the mat before we start to balance. Ooh, ooh, very uncomfortable. We got this. And then we're going to just gently release it out and feel the temperature and texture under the feet. More awareness. You feel the feet, the broadness of them, the 4 points of the feet. And that's the space that we're going to start the practice from. So I'm going to move my ball out of the way. And that's something that you can do all during your quarantine life while you're on your Netflix binge. You can just sit there and roll it. Really good for bringing circulation to the feet and working through that plantar. So we're going to come to the front of the mat. We're going to try our first posture. And our first posture of balance is going to be tree pose. So if you don't have any issues about balancing, you're going to come to the front of the mat. You're going to put your left hand on your hip. You're going to bring your right foot in to come into balance. If you're using the wall, you're going to put the side that doesn't have the knee up, so my left hand on the wall. Maybe you prefer to use a chair. I'm just going to show you this one time so I don't come back and forth with the chair. But if you're using a chair, you want to have at least 2 legs on your mat so that it doesn't slide. And bring that foot in. And you just have it there as a touch point, maybe as you learn to balance. But remember, if you are using a chair, make sure that it won't slide while you're leaning on it. All right, and some of you might have already been in this posture all this time, so I'm going to get caught up here with you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to let that hands come down, and then I'm going to turn and face the camera so you can see the other side. I'm going to bring my left foot in. Now, my foot makes it to my thigh. Maybe your foot needs to be down near your ankle. We're going to bring those hands in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release it out. Maybe you need to check in with your feet. Maybe the tops of your feet press down. And then we're going to shift and press down. So how this is going to work is we're going to do 6 different balances. We're going to do a little vinyasa in between them. And then we're going to link all 6 balances together in a flow. And that's a lot of fun. So we're going to start at the front of the mat. We're going to inhale up. This is just to kind of shake out that tree posture. Forward folding down. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold. And if you decide maybe you can't vinyasa today, maybe it's too much, then you'll just hang out here until we make it back to the front of the mat. We're going to step back to plank. Knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. Now, I like this posture, especially when we're practicing balance, because it gives a chance to open the front of my ankles. We're going to turn those toes, if you can, and come into down dog. When you go to flip your toes, that's a little bit of a practice, and you might have to flip your feet one at a time, and that's okay. 3, 4, 5. We're going to bend those knees, stepping back to the front of the mat, fingertips flat back. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands come down. So the next pose that we're going to practice is hand to knee pose. So I'm going to show facing the camera. Left hand comes to the hip. We're going to do this together. Ground, heel, ball, toes. Bring right knee up, grab that knee. Now there's a tuck that happens in the pelvis here. There's this push back, and that's going to help you stay over the foot. Flex your right foot, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to allow that knee to rotate out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're going to bring that leg back into the center. Allow that leg to come down. Walk it out. If your left foot gets cranky, remember you can always stretch the top of the foot. And we're going to switch sides. So right foot, heel, ball, toes. We're going to go ahead and put that right hand on the hip, get it out of the way. All of your weight is in that right foot. We're going to bring that left knee up, grab the knee. Activate left foot, tall spine. 1, 2, there's a little tuck in the pelvis here. 3, 4, 5, allow that leg to come out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring that knee back to the center and gently let it come down. Walk it out. Maybe stretch the top of that foot for you. Find your breath. If your heart's racing, maybe you weren't breathing as much as you should. And release. We're going to come back to the front of the mat. We're going to inhale up. Exhale, forward folding. Fingertips flat back. We're going to lengthen through the spine. Feel those feet. Maybe you can lift the toes and lower the toes here. Really trying to feel grounded. That connection in the feet is what's really going to help your balance. We're going to let those hands come down, forward fold. We're going to step back into a plank. Maybe again, chance to stretch through those toes. Knees, chest, and chin, or chaturanga. I'm doing the harder one today. And we're going to come up into up dog. Again, wonderful opportunity to open the chest, work on back bend, strengthen the tops of the feet. Let's roll those toes. Come to down dog. Find your breath. Take the time that you need here. checking in with your body, remembering your intention, lengthen through spine, filling in lower back. 3, 4, 5. We're going to bend those knees. We're going to step forward, fingertips flat back. Forward fold, inhale all the way up. Hands come down. And release. So our next posture is stork. Now keep in mind, we're going to do all of these balances connected together at the end. So that's why these are very similar in nature. So we're going to start on that left foot. Heel, ball, toes. Really feel the weight in the bottom of that foot. Then we're going to put all of the weight and put that left hand on the hip, just to get it out of the way in the beginning. We're going to bring that right knee up. Now you see, this is where we stop that last posture, but we're moving into stork. So that right arm is over the right knee, left arm goes straight up. 1, 2, 3, breathe for me. 4, 5, let the body come back to standing. Walk it out, check in with your feet. Let's try the other side. Right foot, heel, ball, toes. Maybe lift and lower the toes to feel more anchored to the floor. And then you're going to put all your weight in that leg. Right hand on the hip to get it out of the way as you bring that left knee up. Tuck a little. Left hand lifts, then right hand lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you're going to slowly come back to standing and walk that out. Feel grounded through the feet. Remember, you can use the wall or the chair if you need to. Some poses may be a little more challenging than the other. We're going to come back to the front of the mat. Inhaling up. Exhaling, forward folding. Fingertips flat back, lengthening through the spine. As we fold forward, we're going to step back to plank. From plank, knees, chest, and chin or chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. Where's your breath? Turn those toes. Down dog. We're bending and stretching here. Lengthening through the spine, filling in lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wonderful. We're stepping back forward, fingertips flat back, forward folding. Inhale all the way up. Hands come down. And walk it out. So our next posture is going to be dancer. And I'm going to show you dancer from the side. Our last posture is stork. And we want to move into to dancer from stork. So the last posture was here. We're going to move into dancer, which means you're going to allow that right hand and right leg to rotate back. Try to grab the inside of the foot. Now, for you to do balance, I want you to grab whatever you can or grab the wall. Maybe it's grabbing pants. I don't have long pants on today, so I can't do that. Maybe you have to grab the outside because it's easier for you. That's fine. That's the practice you have today. So we're going to try to do it from the top. Here we go. Left foot, heel, ball, toe. We're going to lift up into that stork because that's where we left off last time. We're going to let that right hand and right knee travel back. Maybe you can grab the foot. And maybe you just stand here because that feels good on the foot and the quad. But maybe you can begin to lean forward and allow the leg to come up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're going to come back up and balance it out. Walk it through. How's that feel in your feet? Always checking in. Remember to breathe. Let's do the other side. Heel, ball, toe. Put the weight on right foot. And then we're going to come back up into stork because that's where we were or how we will get into this posture. We're going to let left hand come back, left foot come back, grab it. And then we're going to see if maybe we can come forward. Maybe we can't. This is my stronger leg, but yet it's more difficult for me to balance on this side. 3, 4, Slowly coming up. Release that out. Walk, feel your feet. Notice you are holding your breath. Smile. Be happy you're moving. We're going to come forward and inhale up. Exhale, forward folding. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold, stepping back into plank. From plank, knees, chest, and chin or chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. Downward dog. Bending and stretching, lengthening through the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bend those knees, looking forward, step forward, fingertips flat back. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands come down. And release it out. So next posture is going to be eagle pose. And we're coming into an eagle pose from dancer. And again, I'm going to show you from the side. So when you're in this dancer pose, the foot's back here, right? But when you get ready to come into eagle, we're going to want this leg to come forward and cross. Now, because the right leg would be on the top, we want that right arm to come under like an uppercut, and that left elbow will just come right down in it. Okay? So that's what we're going to try to do. Let's do it together. Maybe you already did it. Just hang on to that side. Left foot, heel bolts up. Right hand and right foot are behind you. Left arm is up. Let that right leg cross over the left. Hook maybe. Right arm comes under, left arm comes over, and wrap. Lift those elbows up away from the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind that out. Walk it out. Oh, lots of work, everyone. Right foot, heel, ball, toe. All the weight here. Left hand's back on that foot, right hand is up. Now, we come into that eagle pose. Left leg comes over. Hooks maybe. Left arm comes under, right elbow in it. Lift those elbows up, hollowing out the belly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unwind. Back to the front of the mat. Walk it out. Nicely done. We only have one more posture to add, and then we're going to do the flow. All right, let's do a vinyasa here. Shaking it out. Inhaling up. Exhaling, forward folding. Fingertips flat back. Forward fold. Stepping back into plank. From plank, knees, chest and chin or chaturanga. Upward dog or cobra. Downward dog. Bending and stretching. Bending and stretching, lengthening through the spine, filling in the lower back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bend those knees looking forward. Step forward, fingertips flat back. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands come down. So this is the last balance before we put it together in a flow or combination. It's going to be Warrior 3. And we're coming into Warrior 3 from Eagle. So we don't have to come into that full Eagle posture for the prep. We're going to just cross. So I brought my right leg over my left. So in this posture, your arms would be crossed. So you're going to bring the hands to the heart. We're going to just do this one together. You guys have got this. Now, from here, I'm going to see if maybe I can lift my right knee up. From here, we're going to see if maybe we can push that right foot back and come into a Warrior 3 with the hands at the heart. If you have some difficulty, you can put your hands down on the floor and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to see if maybe we can come up, put that foot down. Release it out. And I can lift my back a little more. I can balance my hips a little more. We're all working through this together. We're going to try the other side. So right foot, heel ball toe, we're going to just cross that left leg over. Okay? Now, from here we're getting ready to practice the other side. So we're going to go ahead, put those hands at the heart. We're going to lift that left knee up, tucking in the pelvis. From here we're going to see if we can push that left foot back. Lengthening forward, finding your best balance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, tried to bring that foot back down. And release it out. A lot of work. Last vinyasa, then we're going to put it together in a flow. Here we go. Inhale up. Exhale, forward folding. Whew. Fingertips flat back, lengthening through your spine. Forward fold, we're going to step back into a plank. And maybe you're hanging out and just staying in forward fold while we do this part. That's okay. Knees, chest and chin, or chaturanga. I'm doing the harder version. Inhaling up dog because I love the stretch. I get on my feet right here. We're going to turn the toes, coming into down dog, hanging out here. Maybe in your vinyasa that you're doing at home, you went straight from forward fold to down dog and just kind of hung out a little bit. That's okay. It's your practice. 3, 4, 5. We're going to bend those knees, stepping forward, fingertips flat back. Forward fold. Inhale all the way up. Hands come down. And release. All right. Last little bit before we come into Shavasana. We're going to put all the pieces together. I'm going to do it from the side so that you'll be able to see the dancer posture and the stork a little better. So we're going to start on our left foot. Heel, ball, toes. Decide if you're going to use a chair or a wall because we're going to be standing on this foot a long time. We put all the weight on that foot. We're going to bring that right foot in. Hands come to the heart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand, left hip. Right hand comes to right knee. 1. Tuck the pelvis. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring that knee out to the side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring that knee back to the center, stork pose. Left arm goes up, right arm lifts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dancer, we reach that right hand behind, grab that right foot. Maybe you lean forward, maybe you just stand there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now as you come up, you're going to bring right leg over the left. Right arm comes under, left arm is over. Lifting those elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release those hands. Lift that knee. Send it back. 1, 2, 3. Long time in that balance. 4, 5. We're going to slowly come up. Place that foot. Walk it out. Feel that work in the calf. We're going to do a little rotation here. Maybe stretch the top of the foot. A lot of work. That flow is really difficult. And release it out. Let's try the other side. See what we've got. Right foot, heel ball toe. We're going to put the weight on that right foot. We're going to bring that left foot in so that we can come into tree. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right hand to the hip. Left hand grabs the knee. There's a tuck here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring that leg out to the side. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to bring that knee back to the center. We're going to let that right arm lift all the way up. Left arm lifts up. We're in our stork. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Left hand, left foot travels back. Grab the inside of your foot if you can. Maybe you lean forward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you come back up, you're going to cross that leg over. Left arm comes under. Right arm comes over. Maybe you can lift those elbows up and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands come to the heart, lift the knee. Slowly pushing back. 1, 2. Having a hard time day with you guys. Me too. 3, 4, 5. Put that foot down, walk it out, get that cramp gone. Tops of that foot stretch. Whew. Lots of work. Roll those ankles. Whew-wee. We worked hard today. Now we're going to come to the front of the mat. Let's see if we can slowly sit down into a squat. And then from there we're going to sit down. Hugging those knees. And then from there, we're going to roll back, pull those knees in. Little rock from side to side. And we're going to put the bottoms of the feet down and windshield wiper those legs. Man, my feet and my calf are feeling that practice for sure. We're going to bring those feet in. We're going to press down through the feet to lift up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slowly we lower back down. We're going to see if we can extend one leg and then the other. And relax down to the floor. The feet soften. The ankles and the shin, the calf soften. You can feel that whole back body making contact with the floor and the top body releasing on back body. We release the knees, the thighs, the glutes and pelvic belly. We release the lower back and navel, mid back and solar plexus. Shoulder blades and heart. Lifting the collarbones, lengthening the neck, softening the face. Find your breath. Notice that as you lay here, that your breath may have become shallow. And that's your automatic energy saving breath. But we're going to find that nice full breath. Feel that inhale travel up back body. And exhale down front body. We begin to move those fingers and toes. Maybe pull one knee and then the other to the chest. Maybe some of you would like to stay in this space, and you can totally go ahead and stay in this space. You're going to make your way up to seated. Make sure you check in with your neck, turning to the right or turning to the left. Coming back to the center. Find your breathing. Just acquaint yourself again with that seated posture. Eyes are closed. I'm going to read you a quote and then we're going to close the practice. When we think we're separate, we lose power. Whenever I say my, I have lost my power. Power is not my power. It is only gainable as a part of a larger whole. Then you communicate with the rest of yourself, which may be a tree. You reciprocally are moved by the universe. Whenever you shut down connectedness, you get depressed. It's fearful to know we're connected to everything in the universe, because then we're responsible. Glenda Taylor. We bring the hands to the heart. We remind ourselves of all the amazing things we have in our life to be thankful for. We send out love and kindness and compassion. We're going to end the practice with an Om if you're comfortable, inhaling. Bowing forward in respect, namaste. Peace be with you. Go safely. Thank you for coming. I enjoy practicing with you every morning at 9 a.m. If you want to share this video with your family and friends, please do so. After the practice, I save it here on Facebook, but I also upload it to my YouTube channel, which is Michelle Pugh. If you type in yoga too, it'll find it faster. If you do use my YouTube channel, please subscribe and give those videos a thumbs up, and that will help me be able to put more videos and good content up for you. I love you all. Have a wonderful day.